Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today's story takes us deep into the shadowy corridors of South African politics, where loyalty, betrayal, and survival collide in ways that could rival any political thriller. We're talking about a revelation that has stunned many. General Bheki Mkhwanazi claims that the security detail protecting former President Jacob Zuma was deliberately sabotaged after the 2007 Polokwane conference. If you remember Polokwane, it wasn't just a conference, it was a seismic shift in the ANC. Jacob Zuma ousted Thabo Mbeki, changing the party and the country's political landscape forever. But what Mkhwanazi is revealing now suggests that the aftermath of Polokwane went beyond political maneuvering. It extended into the very security structures meant to protect the president. According to Mkhwanazi, vehicles were disabled, communication systems failed, and officers were assigned or recruited based on political loyalty rather than competence. He described this not as politics, but as criminal sabotage of the state itself. That's a serious allegation. Think about it, the president's safety depends on a trusted team. If that team is divided by factional loyalties, it's no longer protection, it's a battlefield. Officers loyal to one political faction could undermine another, turning every convoy, briefing, and security operation into a potential trap. The Polokwane conference itself was a clash of ideologies. Mbeki loyalists were technocratic, often aloof from grassroots politics. Zuma's supporters came from unions, the Youth League, and disenfranchised factions within the ANC. When Zuma won, it wasn't just a leadership change, it was a revolution within the party. And revolutions, as Mkhwanazi's account shows, can have deadly consequences behind the scenes. The sabotage described is almost cinematic. Cars that fail mysteriously, radios that only work for certain voices, officers whose loyalty is to a faction rather than the office they serve. It's a spy thriller playing out in real life. But this is more than drama. It's a warning about what happens when state institutions are pulled into political battles. Mkhwanazi's testimony also raises questions about institutional integrity. If factional loyalties infiltrated Zuma's protection detail, what does that say about intelligence and security agencies more broadly? Who protects the nation when the protectors are politically divided? For Zuma personally, the implications are chilling. Already under scrutiny for corruption allegations and political attacks, having a compromised security detail must have been isolating. For loyal officers, speaking out risked careers or worse. And yet, the divisions sown in 2007 still ripple through South African politics today, influencing factional battles, party splits, and even the structure of intelligence services. We should also note the broader lesson here. When security institutions become partisan, democracy itself is weakened. The safety of the state cannot depend on factional loyalties or political whims. It must be guaranteed by professional, impartial officers dedicated to the office, not a party faction. To inject a touch of dark humor, imagine a briefing room where half the officers are side-eyeing each other, wondering who supports Mbeki or Zuma. Cars won't start, radios mysteriously fail, and everyone pretends it's just bad luck. If this weren't a matter of national security, it could almost be a political sitcom. But the stakes were real. Mkhwanazi's courage in speaking out now forces South Africa to confront uncomfortable truths about internal sabotage within state institutions. It suggests that some of the most dangerous battles in modern South Africa were not fought in parliament or the courts, but quietly, behind the scenes, within agencies sworn to protect the nation. The legacy of Polokwane still haunts the country. It reminds us that political struggle doesn't end with votes or party conferences. It continues in the loyalty of officers, in the functionality of state systems, and sometimes in the hum of an engine that refuses to start at the wrong moment. So, what do you think? Were these isolated incidents of mismanagement, or a calculated effort to undermine Zuma's presidency? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this deep dive into South Africa's political undercurrents compelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who follow the country's political drama. Stay informed, stay alert, and we'll see you next time.